Well, let's start with the major breaking news at this hour. As after announcing fast-track courts for exam paper leak cases, Prime Minister Modi has issued a rare midnight video message to the nation. The Prime Minister has said that a tough new law to crack down on paper leak is now ready. The draft has been submitted. It will go before the Union Cabinet later today, and the government wants to introduce it in the Parliament as early as next week. And the date has been given by the Prime Minister as Monday. Now, Prime Minister has said that those who play with the future of India's youth will face with justice, with the fast-track court, stricter penalties and no mercy for the guilty. And this comes even as the political storm over the paper leak controversy continues, with the protests showing no sign of dying down in the national capital and across the country. But the Prime Minister's assurance has not satisfied the protesters, the CGP and the opposition. They have said that announcement fails to address the core demands of fixing accountability and removing the Education Minister, Dharmendra Pradhan. First, let's listen to what the Prime Minister said in his midnight message to the nation.
Friends, मैं जानता हूं कि पेपर लीक एक कोई मामूली विषय नहीं है। लाखों विद्यार्थी और उनके अभिभावकों के लिए बहुत ही पीड़ादायक है, और इसलिए पेपर लीक घटना से अब तक पिछले 2.5 महीनों में अनेक विहित कदम उठाए गए, गुनहगारों को पकड़ा गया है, वे जेल में पड़े हैं। हमारा सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जिम्मा था कि विद्यार्थियों का 1 वर्ष बर्बाद न हो। तत्काल परीक्षाएं लेना बहुत जरूरी था। सरकार ने अभी पूरी शक्ति का उपयोग करके कम से कम समय में 22 लाख जितने विद्यार्थियों के एग्जाम हो जाएं, इसका प्रबंध किया। और अभी 5-6 दिन पहले 19 तारीख को रिजल्ट भी आ गया, और देश भर में उत्तीर्ण हो गए विद्यार्थियों की खुशियों की खबरें भी आ रही हैं। लेकिन हम वहां पर संतोष मानने वाले लोगों में से नहीं है, और इसलिए मैंने आज फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट के लिए विभागों को निर्देश दिए थे। आज विभागों ने लगातार मेहनत करके देर रात मुझे मुसद्दा भी दे दिया। फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट और कठोर सजा के प्रावधान के साथ का ये मुसद्दा कल कैबिनेट में चर्चा होगी। कैबिनेट के साथियों के सुझाव के बाद उसका अंतिम रूप दिया जाएगा, और सोमवार से संसद का दूसरा सप्ताह शुरू हो रहा है। तब जल्द से जल्द उस बिल को सदन में पारित कराने का प्रयास किया जाएगा।
And Shivam is joining us live on the broadcast with more details. Good morning, Shivam. This was a rare video message of the Prime Minister to the nation. Take us to the key highlights and, most importantly, what the Prime Minister said when it comes to the new law to crack down on the paper leak mafia.
Good morning, Akansha. Again, the video came around 11:55 in the night, almost midnight.
Right.
And it has laid a foundation to the discussion that are supposed to happen today, and also the future developments regarding the protest, and also the demands of the students along with the activist Sonam Wangchuk. In this entire video, the Prime Minister highlighted, first of all, that how in the past 1 year after the NEET leak happened, the priority of the government was to make sure that the re-exams happen in the free and a fair manner, so that the students don't get their entire year wasted and they do it. He also highlighted the fact that after that, recently how the results were announced and we have seen the different results coming in and there were various toppers also celebrating. However, he said that the government did not stop there and they have other policies in their mind, including a fast-track court and along with other stringent action that needs to be taken, stringent policies need to be set up that will be discussed in today's cabinet meeting. So again, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has himself come ahead and has extensively spoken about the perspective and the intention of the government when it comes to today's cabinet meeting, and it is also saying that we are expecting some big news, big developments after that particular meeting that will happen, and is also after that that tweeted and also put on X appreciating Sonam Wangchuk to ending his hunger strike and also to take care of his health. So for now, what we've been given to understand that today is going to be a major day because on one side there's going to be discussion with CJP, on the other side in cabinet some big decisions are expected as well.
All right, so two key highlights, a cabinet meeting that will be held and also a meeting with the CJP, most likely in the Constitution Club of India that we will be keeping an eye on. Thank you so much, Shivam, for getting us all those details. And now to another breaking news that we're getting at this point in time. The central government has carried out a major bureaucratic reshuffle in the Education Ministry hours after Prime Minister Modi's midnight message promising a crackdown on exam paper leaks. In a significant move, the government has replaced Higher Education Secretary Vineet Joshi. Naresh Gangwar has now been appointed to the post, and the shake-up has come as the government faces intense scrutiny over the NEET paper leak controversy, with protests continuing and the opposition stepping up the attack as well. Now, the change is being seen as a part of the central government's effort to tighten accountability, even as it prepares a tough new law, as we told you about, and fast-track courts to deal with the exam paper leak case. And now, within hours of the Prime Minister vowing swift justice, now we're learning that there has been a major reshuffle in the Education Ministry. We are learning that after Prime Minister gave out a midnight message promising a crackdown on exam paper leak, we're learning in a significant move, the government has replaced Higher Education Secretary. All right, so that is the latest we're learning as far as the Prime Minister is concerned. We told you about this big message by the Prime Minister to the nation. And now we're learning about a major reshuffle in the Education Ministry. In fact, with that, we have another breaking update coming in. Sonam Wangchuk has ended his 26-day indefinite hunger strike. We're learning that Wangchuk broke his fast late Thursday night in a hospital in Gurugram in the presence of two union ministers, JP Nadda and Dr. Jitendra Singh, along with senior leaders of the apex body of Leh Ladakh. In a post on social media as well, Wangchuk has said that he decided to end his fast after long negotiations with the government, after appeal from 65 parliament members across the party lines, and to prevent any possibility of the violence in the country. He said that he will soon share the conditions under which he agreed to call off his fast, and he will be soon putting out a video message on social media. So Prime Minister Modi has also reacted to this update, urging Sonam Wangchuk to follow doctor's advice, regain his health and wait while praying for the speedy recovery as well. But even as Wangchuk has ended his fast, we're learning that the Cockroach Janata Party has made it clear that the protest at Jantar Mantar will continue until Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan resigns. So that remains the key demand. But in a major breakthrough followed the action, Sonam Wangchuk has ended his 26-day hunger strike in the presence of union ministers, JP Nadda and Dr. Jitendra Singh. As you can see, those are the visuals coming in from a hospital there in Gurugram, where you can see him having water, and also present was his wife as well, JP Nadda and Dr. Jitendra Singh, that you can see on the screen. And this comes even as the central government has stepped up the dialogue to end the paper leak deadlock. But very importantly, CJP is now saying that they will not be ending the protest. They want the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan.
So with that being fulfilled, I'm grateful and I'll be happy to break my fast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have my leaders from the apex body of Ladakh, and the KDA were also here, and they have flown all the way from Ladakh, and I'm grateful to them. Thank you.
So now for monitoring.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just sit down with them.
And Vitanji, you have always been side and support, and I don't want to thank you, but express my feelings as well.
Just sit up.
And with that, we have another breaking update coming in. The central government and the Cockroach Janata Party are all set to hold their first formal talks later today. CGP chief spokesperson Saurabh Das has said on social media that Constitution Club was mutually agreed upon by both CGP and the central government, and expressed hope that talks would be held in a positive atmosphere. Now, the meeting comes even as the central government has announced fast-track courts, promised a tough new law, and carried out a key bureaucratic reshuffle in the Education Ministry as well. But today all eyes will be on the meeting between the central government representatives and also the CGP, which could decide the way forward in the weeks-long standoff between the two parties. Listen in.
See, we were not aware. We were not aware about this because we are here at Jantar Mantar. As you know, the internet connectivity is bad and the jammers are still working. So the signal is also not there. So we were not aware. However, we just found out and we read the report. It's actually great. We wrote a letter to him yesterday also, appealing him to break his fast because it was 25 days yesterday. It's been 26 days. He has lost more than 11 kilos and he looks very weak on the video. Therefore, now that he has broken his fast, we are very relieved, and that's a very good step.
And also sort of the meeting that you guys are going to have tomorrow, and obviously the PM Modi has also tweeted that tomorrow we'll have discussion on this on cabinet, a very long-awaited discussion. Obviously the demands are going to be the same from the CJP's end, but is it going to be depending on what happens tomorrow after the discussion in the cabinet?
No, I mean the cabinet can do as it pleases. That has nothing to do with us. Our demands remain the same. This protest will continue until those demands are met, no matter what. So tomorrow the discussion that has been called for, we are very happy that the government has acceded to our request that it be at a neutral venue, and the Constitution Club of India has been chosen, is what we've been told. It's great. We hope that the government comes with an open mind and it will listen to the people of this country who have been out on the roads for so long.
Well, Shivam is joining us live on the broadcast with more details. Shivam, a lot has happened in the last few hours. The Prime Minister has given a video message, an assurance once again. Sonam Wangchuk, most importantly, he has broken his fast. But now CGP is saying that they will not be ending the protest until there is resignation of Education Minister Narendra Modi. Do take us through what can be expected today. We are learning that there will be a cabinet meeting and also a meeting between the central government and the CGP.
Well, exactly, Ansh. And now, again, the contention is currently between what the steps that the government is assuring and the Prime Minister is assuring, and whether CJP is going to take it or not. We have also seen this how after the announcement came by the Prime Minister and by the government that fast-track courts were being set up to, for speedy punishments and to identify all those culprits who are responsible for the paper leak. The CJP has said that these fast-track courts is not a solution because this will add extra pressure to the already existing pendency in the courts, because according to the CJP, fast-track courts are not something of fresh courts but a special department from the existing courts as well. So it will just only increase the pressure on the pendency of the courts, the cases that are currently present. Second, what they are saying is when it comes to the reshuffle in the cabinet, in this video also they have said that the cabinet might do whatever they want, but their main demand is to seek accountability from the education minister and ask for the resignation. And if it does not happen, then CJP will continue the protest. Remember, today, CJP has also given a call for a nationwide protest. They are saying the entire nation, all the districts should feel how Jantar Mantar feels, and they have also given a huge call. So it remains to be seen the turnout in different parts of the nation as well. During the time when we will see the cabinet meeting going on, where the Prime Minister has promised certain big decisions can be taken, and then what we've been given to understand by CJP, the meeting between the government and the Cockroach Janata Party at Constitution Club. So it remains to be seen what other pointers will be put forward there, because for now, fast-track courts have been set up, and now as Sonam Wangchuk has also ended his hunger strike, it might give a certain leverage to the government when it comes to convincing the Cockroach Janata Party to finally end the protest.
All right. So even though the Prime Minister has given assurance once again, the opposition is saying that it does not address the question of accountability and the resignation of the Education Minister. But today we will be keeping an eye on the meeting between the central government and the CJP. Thank you so much, Shivam, for getting us all those details. And with this, a very short break. More news and updates on the other side.